and I would like to talk about the year of the Yakety Yaks and why Brian Setzer should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Chet Atkins had a legendary formula. He was an amazing guitar player, and he also had signature Gretsch models, such as the Nashville 6120 Country Gentleman and the Tennessean. He also inspired greatness and future legends, including Dwayne Eddy, Gene Vincent, Eddie Cochran, Elvis, George Harrison, Jerry Reed, Mark Knopfler, Pete Townsend, and Brian Setzer. In 1955, Chet Atkins' first hit was the magical instrumental version of Mr. Sandman. This 1955 video also features the new Gretsch Chet Atkins Model 6120 and a brilliant start to America's greatest guitar hero of all time. What is really neat is that Chet Atkins and Owen Bradley are two pioneers of the Nashville sound that helped save country music from the emergence of rock and roll in the 1950s. Now I have the honor of playing Mr. Sandman. I hope you enjoyed my Mr. Sandman performance. Brian Setzer pointed me back to Chet Atkins through his Stray Cat song, Chet Ditty, also known as Hidden Charms. I like Chet Atkins so much that I collected old albums and old guitar books. Here's a video that I came across. I hope you enjoy.
But he put him out, and he chose that. And it was a great. And so they put it out for a while, and then the country gentleman, of course, came later. George Harrison played, and a lot of other people. But they sold thousands, and I don't know how many thousands. But every kid in the country had one was trying to play guitar, and people who were great players, you know, Jerry Reed, Mark Knopfler, and people like that. And this guy, Brian Setzer, I still see him play. He plays the heck out of it. You know, he's a great rock and roll player.
Brian Setzer also revives rockabilly with the Stray Cats in the 1980s, just like Chet Atkins revived country music in the 1950s. The Stray Cats and Brian Setzer were on MTV Saturday Night Live and in many movies such as 16 Candles and La Bamba. My guitar is a Brian Setzer signature Gretsch Nashville model 6120. More significantly, Brian Setzer was the first guitarist since Chet Atkins to be honored with the signature Gretsch model in 1990. After that, Brian Setzer leads the 1990 swing revival movement with the Brian Setzer Orchestra. Then he co-inducts Chet Atkins into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2002. Now my brother and I would like to perform the Grammy Award-winning song Caravan.
Okay, now.
To my performance of Caravan. Brian Setzer and the Stray Cats rocked the 80s on MTV, Saturday Night Live, and popular 80s movies. The Stray Cats were the most commercially successful band of the new rockabilly era from 1970 to 1990, with hits in the UK, USA, Australia, and Canada. Nominated for a Grammy as Best New Artist in 1983. Nominated for MTV's 1984 Best Cinematography Award for She's 1617. The Stray Cats were musical guests on Saturday Night Live on November 5th, 1983. Brian Setzer returned as a musical guest on Saturday Night Live on December 15th, 1984. He was the lead touring guitarist for the Honey Drippers. The Stray Cats sang the title song, 16 Candles, for the 1984 John Hughes classic, 16 Candles. Brian Setzer played Eddie Cochran in the 1987 80s classic, La Bamba. He sang Summertime Blues on the award-winning soundtrack. The Stray Cats, Brian Setzer, and the Brian Setzer Orchestra rocked Disney and TV. In 1990, the Stray Cats rocked the house in the star-studded Disney TV special, Mother Goose Rock and Rhyme. In 1996, Brian Setzer re-recorded the classic Everyone Wants to Be a Cat for Disney's 1970 film, The Aristocats. Brian Setzer composed and sang I'm Only In It for the Honey for the 2002 Disney movie Country Bears. Brian Setzer composed and performed the Disney's amazing House of Mouse theme song. Brian Setzer had a humorous appearance in the 2002 The Simpsons episode, How I Spent My Summer Vacation. Brian Setzer and the Brian Setzer Orchestra rocked 90s film. The Brian Setzer Orchestra has songs featured in The Mask, Jingle All the Way, and Stuart Little. Brian Setzer appeared in The Great White Hype and performed a rousing rendition of Danny Boy. Brian Setzer's solo albums that made the U.S. record charts and received Grammy nominations: The Knife Feels Like Justice, Live Nude Guitars, Nitro Burnin' Funny Daddy, Rockabilly Riot Volume 1, a tribute to Sun Records, 13, Setzer Goes Instrumental, and Rockabilly Riot All Original. Nitro Burnin' Funny Daddy was Grammy nominated Best Pop Instrumental Performance for Rat Pack Boogie. Setzer Goes Instrumental was Grammy nominated for Best Pop Instrumental Album. Brian Setzer was honored with the Orville H. Gibson Lifetime Achievement Award at the 1999 Gibson Awards. The Smithsonian Museum received Brian Setzer's original 1959 Gretsch 6120 Stray Cat guitar. Brian Setzer's numerous Grammy nominations. Grammy nominations and 3 Grammys won. 2 for Best Pop Instrumental and 1 for Best Pop Performance by a duo or group. The Stray Cats had 1 nomination in 1983 for Best New Artist. The Brian Setzer Orchestra won 3 Grammys and had 8 Grammy nominations. Brian Setzer, on his solo career, had 2 Grammy nominations. The Stray Cats, the Brian Setzer Orchestra, and Brian Setzer had one thing in common. They all had a phenomenal guitar player. Top 100 guitarist of all time, Guitar World. Top 100 riffs of all time, Guitar World. Numerous Grammy nominations and 3 Grammys. First guitar player since Chet Atkins to have a signature Gretsch. Rockabilly and swing ambassador to Europe and Asia. Revitalized 2 genres of music, rockabilly and swing and jump blues. This is Mr. Setzer and myself at the Rockabilly Riot Tour, June of 2015. Now that I have voiced my choice, I hope you will too. Thank you for watching.